think Fernando Mendoza would be at the strip club, and every time the DJ would play like an air horn or something, he would cover his ears and say loud noises.
What made you like the under?
Have you ever done eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Here's the lineup. Goots, please don't splurge every time I name a name. Gunnar Henderson.
Oh.
She goes on a date with this guy, goes back to his apartment, and he does Muay Thai. And he moves the coffee table out of the way and asks her if he can show her his Muay Thai moves. You know what? I'm sick and tired of this mush bullshit. If I tweet I'm going to bet somebody and something goes horribly wrong or they get injured the next play, it's like, yeah, you mushed them. I get it. Yeah. I believe in the mush. I believe in jinxes. I'm a superstitious guy when it comes to this stuff. So AC Milan is Italy.
And that's Milano. Milan is Milano. Got it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Great to be with you. Steak, something looks a little bit different about you today. I think, I'm going to throw out a few ideas. You got a new camera, you clean your chains, you trimmed your beard, or you Windexed the frame behind you with the Justin Jefferson jersey.
So I was showing my wife the video of you licking the shaft, and she was hysterical for 10 minutes. And then she said, why does he look so much better than you? Which is like, wow, kind of offensive, but whatever. She's like, your lighting sucks. So I've opened up the windows. I did get a tan, no big deal. So I think I just look better. But it's a little bit of everything. But my wife said I look like trash.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, hey, I'm so glad because your quality has not been up to par.
But now it's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks much better. And I want things to be the best versions of themselves, but I'm not a perfectionist. Okay. There's only so many things I can bitch about. There's only so many stuff I can get on your ass about. It goes in one ear and out the other. You listen to a couple things. But I am so glad that your wife said that. And I am so glad to see the improvement in the adjustment because your quality of how you look on camera is phenomenal. Now, let me also just tell you something.
And then I'm going to tell you something.
One thing your wife didn't say is actually one thing my wife said when she watched the video. Does Jake need glasses?
Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that.
Are you going to do anything about this?
It's probably. How about this? I'll commit to getting something done with my eyes before football season starts.
Okay, because you're squinting. It looks painful. So much so that the viewer on the other side can tell, like, that guy is uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm going to work on it. Yeah, I'm going to work
No. It's not like stretching. It's not like going out there and running.
I've been doing that too, by the way.
Yeah, great. I did a nice 15-minute stretch this morning. It felt great. And I did a 10-minute YouTube video this morning that was excellent. But hold on. You can't just work on your eyes. You got bad eyes because you stare at a screen every day, all day. You got to get at least blue light glasses. You're not going to listen to me, but
I'm going to listen. I'm going to have it handled before football season. Promise.
Okay. All right. Well, we got many months. But anyways, good morning. We have 54 comments in the chat. I haven't even clicked it. Actually, feels kind of nice.
Dude, and fucking Jesus with a 225 stream streak.
I'll
run down this list real quick. Total Slayer, my goat, 5 subs. Boston Sports Dork resubbed 51 months. It's Paz resubbed 34 months. Sox Station, I like that name if it's the White Sox. Don't like it if it's the Red Sox. Resubscribed for 24 months. Tosol resubscribed for 5 months. Jesus, 225 stream streak. Now can I tell you my funny story?
Yeah, another one just came in though. You want to?
Oh, Proper Pad 50 stream streak. Wow, we're going.
W's.
We're going.
Dubs. Okay, yes. By the way, sorry. Construction literally just started on the apartment above me. You can hear it. And I got a little bit of a trifecta. I'm not 100%. I don't know if you remember, but I came on Friday. I woke up with a sore throat. I have been pretty sick this weekend, starting to improve. I'm on the upslope here. I went to go hit the sauna this morning. The sauna was not working, which was not great. That
sucks.
Cole got a ginger green juice. Had my yogurt bowl. Had some zinc. All that good stuff. So I got a cup of tea. I'm doing my stuff. I feel okay. And last problem, I think I got my wife sick. So she woke up today. She's not feeling well. So she is here. She's in the room on a work call. So I do have to keep the voice down a little bit while I have the construction going on. Your floor.
Okay, yeah. So I texted you about it, but I feel the chat would want to hear it as well. So obviously, my wife saw the video of you licking the wine shaft and thought it was like the most hysterical thing ever. Unfortunately, my daughter was also around, and so obviously my daughter's 7, so she's getting to the age where she's asking like a ton of questions, and it's just everything's a question. She wants to know every conversation. So while I was showing her that video, she's like, "What? And we're like, "Nothing, baby. It's nothing. Like nothing." And I was like, well, I'll never have to worry about that again. Yesterday, my daughter literally looks me dead in my eye and she goes, Dad, I want to see the video of Degen licking that beer. And I said, what? No. And she goes, don't make me go look on YouTube.
Your daughter is fucking adorable. I'm not a kid guy, but she's an exception. So let me just say this though, as someone like yourself, I'm just trying to get in your brain here. Now that you have a child who is growing up to be a real person and at this stage, does it at all start to get in your head of like, shit, sometimes, not all the time, you've gotten a lot better. And there's some things where you've run by me that you were going to tweet. I don't think your daughter's on Twitter, but she will be at one point. Does this get in your head of things that you may or may not say? And does it affect your humor moving forward, knowing that your daughter may go out of her way to watch what you say?
It's because she thinks YouTube is so cool, and she just recently found out that we're on YouTube, that I think she thinks like we're celebrities now, which is awesome. When your 7-year-old thinks you're a celebrity, she has no idea what's really going on. Yes, I get what you're saying. The struggle for me is like I can't stop cussing, even around her.
No, but that's not that's okay. Like that is,
you're saying my word, one day okay. She'll see my tweets. Not necessarily. It's not like top of mind.
Yeah, but I guess the things that you would tweet are a little bit more vulgar than the things that you would say. The cussing isn't that bad, but like sometimes, for example, you have comparisons which have a lot to do with like your friend at the bar fucking this chick, or she comes in and she's sloppy drunk and stuff like that. Like those are your go-to analogies. Does that make you change your pitch arsenal at all?
I mean, I think what you're really forgetting is what a blessing it is that my wife's not on Twitter.
But you get what I'm saying. This is a fair question at all.
No, it's a very fair question. I haven't quite thought it through yet.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, there were some guys, I forget which podcast it was, but it was like, oh, I don't know if it was part of my take, but it was like, yeah, eventually like my kids are going to grow up and they're going to listen to this. And that kind of affects you, whether it's like, it doesn't, even if it's not your kid, if it's like, your grandma or like your fucking parent, like it might just throw you off a little bit. So I was wondering if that would get in your head.
Yeah,
basically.
You got to. I know you know this, and I've told the chat. I have 8 sisters, and they do tune in and out of here, so it's already kind of a little, like I got to be careful regardless.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Anyways, good morning, everyone. I'm just now looking at the chat. That was a really interesting way to start the stream. I didn't click the comments, so I didn't see them all coming in. There were 113. The place is buzzing. We're 6 minutes into the show. It's the Monday recap. Happy to be here. We have a first-time chatter. He says, Avalanche -1.5 puck line, ? JD Slimer. We will get into that, but I'll tell you right now, if this is your first time coming in here and watching us and you want to talk sports, it's probably going to be the longest you've waited in a while. We do ramble. We do blabber. It's board tonight, and there's a lot of things to discuss since it's Monday, and we recap the weekend. So hang tight. But short answer for you, no. I'm a wild respecter. What's up, Snowman? Good to see you. Chef Timbo, she's going to think you're an idiot for that Angel Reese bet. Yeah. Well, I guess you lost an Angel Reese bet, but your WNBA bet is off to a 1-0 start. Isn't that right?
Yes. The sky.
Let's Hello. Go. Okay. You there?
Fuck. Is your Wi-Fi bad again?
Yeah.
I don't. It's your Wi-Fi.
Oh no.
I think it's your Wi-Fi.
Am I lagging?
Yeah, you are. And let me just say, last time when we did this, you went to your hotspot and started working really well.
All right.
So something's up with the Wi-Fi, dude.
All right. My Wi-Fi's been fine. Everybody says get better Wi-Fi. I have literally the most up to speed fucking fiber optic.
I'm really not trying to hear that because I tried telling you that for years and You weren't trying to hear it, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on. At the same time, you're a guy who was accepting of your poor quality that your wife had to tell you, "Hey, step your game up." So I was just making sure
Not
that your
relevant
connection
to this conversation about Wi-Fi.
kind of is. I need to make sure you are okay with the standard being the standard in terms of Wi-Fi.
Somehow this bad Wi-Fi is now about me. Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
it is. Yes, it is.
On your hotspot,
you made it about you. You made it about you. Hold on.
Yeah, see, how could it be fine, DC? He's fucking frozen. I'm watching the stream up to my left. That motherfucker is frozen. Oh my god, we lost Jeff, dude.
All right, I'm on the Wi-Fi. I'm on.
Thank you, Goots.
Yeah, my signal on the internet was about as strong as it could be too. But all right, let's see how this works. Am I good now?
Way better.
Okay, what's up, DC? How you doing, Swizz? Good to see you. Austin says, "Here we go." Yep. No, let's recap the weekend. You did get some sun, thankfully. I called you out. You were getting a little pasty. Yeah. This is the last week we're gonna have you, right? When do you officially take off? When's your
I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm outie.
Okay, so you're out on Thursday.
Yeah, potentially. I might be able to do Thursday because my flight's late, so I will look into that.
What do you have? Do you have a red eye, like a midnight?
I'm going to New York, and then I'm going directly from New York to Milan.
Okay, got it. Milan is Milano, by the way. You remember that?
Yeah, it's good. I know now that I'm going.
Yeah. Jeff has better connection from a hotspot. Crying, laughing face. I'll make a call. Okay. We'll. It's been a while. I'll make a call. Yep. By the way, on that note, Goots, if you're in here, or anybody from the production team, it would be awesome. Pega, who's been excellent. We would love a new intro video.
Bro, we literally just got one.
We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. There's no way we're doing this again. You're doing this again?
I'm just saying. Feels like we just got one.
We just had this conversation.
I know. I feel like.
And you're saying we just got. You said we just got one 2 weeks ago.
Goots, you want to chime in here, Goots?
I side with Jeff here. It is pretty old.
There we go. All right. You're the one who has to do the fucking work.
You're insane. You are an insane human being. It's crazy. We just got. I don't even know what to say.
There's nothing to say. It's nothing to say. It's Goots voted on your side, and we can move on with our life.
Yeah. And then I told you we had been doing this since February, and you were like, "Huh? Oh,
what do you think I should be frequently? Because I haven't been drinking that much. I had some high noons yesterday. It was really good. High noons by the pool, best thing ever. What do you think should be my drink overseas? Like, what should overseas steak be drinking?
Okay, well, I will tell you, you've never been a Negroni guy.
No,
you're not.
I'll try one.
You're not going to be a Negroni guy, but if there were ever a time to give it an honest try, it is in your late 30s in Italy.
Okay.
So doesn't mean you have to start wearing Birkenstocks and be a little bitch like Greg, but I think that would be an appropriate time to give a Negroni a try. Now, I will say this. If you don't like it, you probably want something a little bit more foo-foo, like an espresso martini or like a peach high noon or something. Do you like a Aperol spritz or a Campari soda?
I'm glad you brought up Aperol spritz. I would have thought I hated them, and then I had one in Washington, D.C., and it was pretty good. But
why would you think that you would hate them?
I don't know. I guess I never really thought Aperol would be my thing, but I guess it's stupid.
Yeah,
I don't really like liqueurs.
Well, that's weird because they're flavor, and you like things with flavor.
But that's not really true. Like the thing is, man, I feel like high noons don't have that much flavor. That's kind of what I like about them.
Okay, fair. They have like a subtle hint of flavor.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You like, and there's nothing wrong with this. Like you like an alcoholic. You like a cocktail or a beverage to
Easy.
not. Yeah, exactly. You want it soft. You don't want the alcohol. You want a little bit of like a masking or whatnot. A Campari soda is not bad. An Aperol spritz would probably be what I think you would like.
Okay, I will. I'm going to try a Negroni. That's what intrigues me the most. Cade, I'm trying the Transfusion High Noons on the Pickett Show Wednesday night.
Oh, we're doing Wednesday night. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that when you do try a Negroni, you should do a review.
Okay.
And
sorry, but when I do a review, do you want a picture of the Negroni with words, or do you want me to take a video of me trying the Negroni and then talking about it?
I think either is fine. I think as long as when you do type these words, you can throw in a few commas or periods, I think that would be great. But just your thoughts on a Negroni, and you're going to Italy. Also, might even be an okay question to just ask Twitter. You know, I've given you two. I haven't really seen many good ones in the chat. Someone said, someone had a terrible one. What was this?
Wait, drinks. Somebody said Campari. I didn't feel like that was a bad one.
I said Campari soda. Yeah, Prosecco. No, that's what I wanted to ask you. Yeah. By the way, this is really good beer. I think you've had it before. Do you like champagne?
No, but
yeah,
I did tell you my story about mimosas in Chicago, but that's it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I have one more question about your trip. This is fun. When you've been to Paris. I know you've been to Ibiza. That doesn't really count because that was for a bachelor party. But when you've gone with your wife, you went to Paris. So I do this, and I've gotten shit for it. When I went to Portugal and I was there for like 5 days, I got a fedora. I wore like a soccer jersey around. Like I really like to just get in, like immerse myself into the environment. You know, not like I'm trying to act like I'm a local. I'm not. I'm fine to be an American and you know get made fun of for typical American things. Now I know you're fit and you have a good fit. It works for you, but you're big on the joggers. You do wear the soccer jerseys. Are you going to try to up your fit game a little bit? Maybe go to Abercrombie, maybe go somewhere and just get a couple of things that feel a little Italian.
So I just want to say, my wife, I think you know this, but she loves you. And this is part of the reason why, is because you ask questions like this.
Yeah.
She's been telling me that like my style isn't going to work in Europe for at least a month. Like she's been saying, like she doesn't say shit about here, but she's like, you need new Europe fits. So yes, after this, we're actually going to the mall.
Great. I'm not kidding. I think you should go to Abercrombie and you'd probably get a couple of things that would feel great. Also, I've told you this, but the Lulu joggers.
I bought a pair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are your pants. Yeah. Those are your pants. Those are like, I wore them around the weekend. I wear them on the plane, all that good stuff. Steak. Wait, how long is Steak gone for? You're going to be gone 15th to the 22nd?
Yeah, I think it comes out. It will end up being 5 streams. I'm not sure who's on the book. Who would be asking that? Pega. I'll go with Pega.
No, I don't know. Listen, I'm a J. Crew guy for work. I think J. Crew is a little too boring. People are saying no Abercrombie. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Abercrombie is very solid.
Yeah, no, it's solid. I already chopped there, to be clear. I think my wife's wanting me to turn it up a notch because she keeps saying Nordstrom rack. What do you think about that?
It's fine. It's that as long as like you're with her. If you were to just go on your own, you would walk in there, you would be overwhelmed and you'd leave empty-handed. If you're going with your wife, like be the passenger. Just be the passenger. You know what I mean? I've been in this position a lot. I'm going to Miami in 2 weeks and I'm already like, I used to wear mediums and now I'm large. So none of my Miami shirts, I had a really good Miami look for a while. None of my Miami shirts fit. So I have to get a couple of Miami shirts, you know?
Yeah. Also, my only advice, don't bring your cocaine with you. Get the cocaine down in Miami.
Very funny. All right. Let's acknowledge a couple more subs. Did these all just come in recently? Holy,
I mean, yeah, people are popping off this morning.
Hype Train got up to a level 4. Get Busy Dizzy sub for 48 months. Hovey 41 months. Sub fuckers. Devon, whatever. 72 for 35 months. Book of True 3 years. Holy smokes. And Snacks gave Graylish Calves a sub. Aloha Bets also resubscribed for 36 months. Happy 3-year anniversary. All right, start running, motherfucker. Get that Miami build. Yeah, don't get me started. I already did the math. I think I'm going to Miami in 10 days. So I was doing the math. If I can lose like 6 pounds, you know, like 1 point, well, like a little more than a pound a day. No,
you'd have to do something drastic.
Not a pound a day, half a pound a day. 0.6 pounds a day.
Broth cleanses or something. Yeah, you have to do something like that.
Like 3 days with broth. Yeah. I'm husky. I'm a little too husky. Do a 3-day water fast. This sounds so fucking hard. Okay. Guy said he was starting a diet, then post a video about smashing a bag of potato chips. Yeah, that was a problem. I went into the bodega. Go ahead.
You have definitely taken diet starts Monday and stretched it out. I'd say we've gotten to months and months of this.
So the thing is, yeah, I know. I think Cornfield said you should get merch that says diet starts Monday. It's definitely like my phrase. I really did good last week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, I had salmon one night, I had chicken one night, I had the ground beef bowl one night. I was feeling so good. And then as soon as I make a little bit of room for error, like you wake up and your gut doesn't feel like a gut, it's like, whoa, is my stomach flat? You didn't lose weight, you just deflated. That's what I always call it.
Yeah.
I start to think like, oh, I can throw in a bag of chips, but then that stuff adds up. I did the cuisine, review, which was great content, but it was, it's in my fucking fridge. And of course I can't let it go to waste. So there goes another sub. Anyways, it's hard. Losing weight is very simple. It's just not easy.
Yeah. It's also a lifestyle. Like when you're eating bad, you're eating bad. When you're eating good, you're eating good. Real quick, Hovey, do not check your DM. I'm dead fucking serious. There's nothing good is going to be in that DM. Do not check it. Matter of fact, just delete Twitter off your phone and move on with your life.
Why?
Trent sent him a DM. I just know it's not going to be anything good.
What do you think he sent him?
A strawberry fucking a banana, and the banana's married to another banana. Something.
Trent's been big on the fruit AI.
I think we've all moved on, thankfully. People still trying to send it to me. Yeah, I've definitely moved on. I'm clean, dude. I'm clean for weeks. No fruit bowl.
I'm not even saying this like I'm smiling. Like I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, it was time to move on. It was a fun week or whatever.
Yeah, but you have Trent now addicted to them.
I think he's moved on too. I hope. I really.
Okay. He says I'm so clean. Oh, is this Trent? Okay, I never know if it's fucking Pega or Goots or whoever. Steak is the only reason the AI fruit videos pop up on my timeline, and I'm fucking pissed. That's very funny.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I think I've only seen one, and someone recreated the Diana Rossini thing or something like that, which is pretty funny. Anyways, on that note, I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day, and I think we can start to get into it a little bit. Steak. Couple things to talk about. That was a little bit of a weekend recap. What's going on in life recap. Remember, very, very loose show today. And if it's your first time here, welcome. But we will get into the board in the second half of the show. G-Dog with a sub bang as well. 13 months. Can't let that go unnoticed. Where do we begin? I mean, we probably have to talk about basketball first. Do we talk a little bit draft? Do we talk a little bit about the games? Do we talk Knicks Sixers? Do we talk last night? The Wemby? What do you think? You're usually really good at this.
Draft lottery, Knicks, Sixers, Spurs, Wolves, in that order.
Okay. I had no idea the draft lottery was going on when it was. I just got a couple of tweets, or I saw a couple of tweets about the top four when it was going into the top four. I saw people laughing at the Spurs. I think it was Snowman. By the way, confirmed Snowmaniac. I did turn Snowman's notifications on, by the way. Haven't had those on. Big Snowman guy. Can't miss a Snowman tweet. He was laughing about the Pacers. I saw people cheering for the Bulls. And then I had this one guy who was just on my ass because he asked me if I thought the draft lottery was rigged, and I said yes. And then he was like, well, what do you have to say now? Everything that was supposed to happen happened. There's no fuck shit going on. And then I wanted to really lean into it, but I'm gonna waste my time with this guy. I was like, yeah, well, now everybody was talking how rigged it was. Now they're not gonna rig it. But in all seriousness, it's a loaded draft. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's really what I believe.
Is that not the most predictable outcome when the what do they call it? The saxophones get the loudest, and all of a sudden now the draft lottery goes perfectly as it's expected. It was kind of funny. Like I thought. The Wizards got shafted probably in the draft lottery history more than any team in the NBA. They get the number one pick immediately followed by the Jazz. Like it was pretty hilarious how it went. I mean, Hornets get 13, Heat get 14. It's like, that's how it should have went. The Thunder don't get a fucking good pick. Thank God.
Yeah.
The Pacers got shafted. I think that's the story of the draft lottery. Whatever the Pacers were thinking, I have no idea. I commented on your post. I think Benedict Mathurin for fucking Zubac straight up could have been a fair trade, but whatever they did was really bad.
So I guess if you did have to pick something where there was a little fuckery going on, would it be that the Clippers got benefited? But that's even a reach, right? So like this was a clean, about as clean of a draft lottery as you can imagine. But it is funny that it happens when everybody is focused about this being a rigged draft lottery, and now it's not. And then they're going to reform the structure of it. So congratulations, Adam Silver in the NBA. You go out, You go out as clean as you possibly can. So now I guess let's talk about something. The Book It group chat was going off about this last night. Biev mentioned it. You agreed. I saw a lot of people starting to talk about this. Why? I have no idea. I don't know how this became on my feed, but people were already saying, I saw Krabs saying as a Wizards fan that he wants him to take Peterson. The Bonsa, clearly we know that the Jazz want him for the Utah connection. People are saying that Caleb Wilson is sneakily the best player in this draft, and he should be going number one. Is this a contrarian take or is this a ball knower take?
I think ball knowers would tell you it's a ball knower take. I don't think it's a ridiculous take. I think Biev is a ball knower. I think I often think about something Cam Is Money told us, because I think we were bitching to him about Jonathan Isaac. It was like one of those chats with Cam Is Money where he's making fun of Paulo, and you just have to take it because he's coming off a night where he shot 5 of 26 from the field or some shit. And you start saying like, dude, we drafted Mo Bamba, we drafted Jonathan Isaac, like we're just the worst organization ever. And he said NBA teams are in love with the idea of the wing, the 6'10" dude with the long arms. Ever since Kevin Durant, everybody's trying to get the next Kevin Durant. And I'm not saying that Caleb Wilson's pro comp is Kevin Durant by any means, but he's the guy in the draft, the 6'10", besides the Bonsa, but the Bonsa's, I think, a given. And so that's why I think he's the one everybody's falling in love with. I actually thought it was going to be Darius Acuff, but since the tournament's over, I honestly feel like maybe he's not plummeting, that's the wrong word, falling a little bit. Because a lot of people are like, oh, there's Darius Acuff. He just played his way into being the number 3 overall pick. It's a guarantee. Now I feel like it's Caleb Wilson who's that guy that they're saying. I think people are starting to make a case that Caleb Wilson could be as good as Darren Peterson and AJ DeBonsa, which I never thought was going to happen. But I don't have anything negative to say about Caleb Wilson. I'm just not as high on him as everyone else.
But you agreed with Biev.
No, I didn't. I didn't say anything about Caleb Wilson yesterday. The only thing I said was that the Wizards would or should take Darren Peterson. Like, there weren't that many teams that could get the number 1 pick that I thought would go with Darren Peterson, but for some reason, I feel like the Wizards will.
All right, hold on. Said Krabs. No, that's okay. Hold on. Krabs sentence of all time. 80 might want to stay. Need DB to kill someone in GTA so we can fall to 4. Biev said if you can get a haul for 3 or 4, it's not awful. I agree. I have no problem with anybody at the top trading up.
I don't get that either. Why would we trade? This is not the trade down draft.
Hold on. If you can get a haul for 3 or 4, it's not awful. Biev, Caleb Wilson might be better. Jovan, Trey and DeBonsa will never work for a single second, to be fair. And Trent said, then get rid of Trae Young, which I agree. I said, oh, it wasn't you. It was Goots. Biev said, I said, why do people keep saying this about Caleb Wilson might be better? Again, I'd seen it on my feed probably 4 to 5 times. And I do think it's kind of like everybody wants to be the smartest person in the room when the draft talk comes around. And like it takes one scout or one person that knows the sport to start having this take and then others falling in line. And I'm not accusing Biev of doing this because I know he watches a ton of ball and he has his own opinion. And he has some like obscure opinions. Like he says Cam Boozer's not very good. So I just want to be clear. I'm not accusing Biev of doing this, but he said Caleb Wilson might be better. I said, why do people keep saying this? Biev says, because they have eyes. Caleb Wilson will be the unanimous number 1 pick in any other draft. And I love DeBonsa. Gooch said, I agree with B for the first time in history. Sorry, I don't know why I thought that was you. That was Gooch. Okay. So I want to make this clear. I don't know that I watched. Did I watch Caleb Wilson play basketball at all? Like,
well, we definitely had some North Carolina wagers.
But when did he get hurt? What was it? Second half of the season?
I'm just going to take a random stab and say like 18 games into the season, maybe. That's my guess. I'm not sure.
I mean, that's kind of right around when I start paying attention. And yeah, I bet on Carolina a few times. I watched him. I was not impressed. Was last year the year North Carolina played Florida? Do you remember that whole thing? And it was like who's sharp and fake sharp. That was like the first one of the
Pretty
season.
Sure, yeah.
2 years ago.
No, I think that was this year.
Okay. Yeah, I really could have also been Arizona and Florida that I'm thinking of. I can't remember watching him play, so I don't have a great opinion. All I can really say is I think DeBonsa is going to be fantastic. I think he is a professional NBA player that is going to be really, really good. I don't want to get cute with any of these fucking takes. And I'll say this, and then I'm going to let you talk. Darren Peterson is a baller. I don't really care all that much now that we're here about him subbing out of games, because here's the thing. I know it's a me guy move. I know it's not cool during the season, in the moment, whatever. But at the end of the day, the guy just wants to get to the league. The guy, you're getting paid. You should be playing. You shouldn't, whether he does have cramps or doesn't have cramps, whatever. I don't care about any of that. Like, if the guy can play basketball and in his interviews, he doesn't seem like a total fucking prick and selfish dude, and he can be a decent teammate. Like, in my opinion, those two guys can be interchangeable at 1 and 2. Agree or disagree?
Yes. I think it's a team by team basis, but yes, I agree. I do think they're interchangeable for the Washington Wizards. I saw someone say, why do they need a point guard when they have Trae Young? I would not consider Darren Peterson to be a pure point guard. I would consider Darren Peterson to be a combo guard. If anything, I would say he's more of a shooting guard than a point guard personally. And I absolutely think he could be in the same backcourt with Trae Young, if anyone can. If you don't think anyone could be in the backcourt with Trae Young, that's completely different. But I don't agree that he couldn't be on a team with Trae Young. What I'll say is Caleb Wilson, I have watched him play. He's really good. He's not like a guy like Nate Ament from Tennessee, where you see Nate Ament out there and you're like, wow, he looks like a basketball player. He looks like he could play at the next level. But then you watch him actually play basketball and you say something's missing with Nate Ament. Like, I don't care. Maybe I'll end up being wrong, but I'm going to die on this hill. I think he's going to be a trash NBA player who's a bust and won't develop into being good for many, many years, Nate Ament. I don't think that way about Caleb Wilson. You watch Caleb Wilson play basketball, he is very clearly really fucking good and a hooper, and he fits the blueprint. He has that body where you're like, holy shit, can't wait to get this guy into the NBA. This guy's NBA ready right now. You could throw him in there right now. So I am in on Caleb Wilson. I want to be clear. And I don't know what draft. Like, yeah, do I think he probably would be number 1 in the Paulo Banchero draft? Yeah, probably. But I think he'll be really, really good and pretty immediately as long as he's healthy.
So, yeah, I remember that draft, actually. It was Jabari, Chet, or Paulo. And I think at one point, Jabari was the favorite.
Paulo, Chet, Jabari.
Well, no, but before the draft happened.
Oh, yes. Jabari was expected to be 1. Yep.
He was the favorite. Then Chet. Paulo, I think, because I remember listening to VSiN and there was some huge steam on him. He was like 6-1 or 5-1 at one point. And then the steam was crazy and he closed like a -1,000 favorite. Somebody asked, and I think I remember something. Did you watch UNC Duke Unk? This was the game, I think, Steak, where we made it our Sunday Steak special. And unfortunately, no, I didn't watch it because you and I went to Cosm.
Yeah, we had a really good excuse for not watching that game. It sucks, but we didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, so get fucked in between the pipes. It's not a me guy thing. The draft buildup was insane. Yes, it was. Hold on, we got a paragraph coming in here from Ben. Did you see the recent story on Peterson about how creatine caused severe body cramps, and he said it caused him to worry about them constantly? I didn't look too much into it, but I have heard people talking about that. Yeah, I guess it's too much creatine. I've taken creatine a handful of times. I feel really bloated when I take it. Yeah. I don't know if I keep hearing great things about it, but like, I don't know, like I have a container, it's about to expire. I kind of stopped.
I feel like it's not for big boys, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. Did the Sunday Steak special disappear? We really should bring that back. It's just tough when it's not like a full slate of games throughout the, hockey.
No, we have no real excuse. We have no real excuse.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 going to be some sort of, Peterson or DeBonsa going 1, 2.
Yeah. Who has pick 3 again? Do you remember?
Is it Memphis?
Is it Memphis then Chicago?
I think it's Memphis then Chicago. So I think that it's going to be, well, like what you're going to see in mocks are probably going to be, again, DeBonsa and AJ going 1, 2. 100%. Cam Boozer 3.
In a weird, and there's a weird part of me that thinks the Grizzlies would take Cam Boozer. I wouldn't have had him going 3. Like I said, before the draft lottery, I would not have had Boozer 3. But for some reason now, it's starting to feel like Boozer 3, Wilson 4, and then who has pick 5?
Clippers.
Ooh, I don't think they can.
Because they got the Pacers. Right?
Yeah, but they can't take a cuff. I don't think with
Kingston Flemings.
Is Fleming's going to go over a cuff?
Well, no. Where would if Boozer went 3 and a cuff went 4, then Caleb Wilson would go 5.
No, I said Wilson's going 4 to the Bulls.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
In
Clippers
a
would.
weird way, I feel like a cuff on the Clippers would be nasty, but then they got some guards, that's for sure.
Well, who? Oh, because they just traded for Darius Miles. Not Darius Miles. Sorry, Darius Garland. Remember Darius Miles though?
Yeah, you know what? That was amazing that you said Darius Miles.
Yeah,
Darius
that's a good
Miles.
pull.
I thought Darius Miles was going to be the best basketball. Another example of falling for the guy with the long arms. I thought Darius Miles was going to be a fucking superstar, an absolute superstar.
I agree. A cuff would be cool in Brooklyn. Brooklyn needs somebody.
Good one. Really
Brooklyn
good one.
needs somebody. Okay, that's good. Anything else?
Let's rewind though. Sorry, you can't have Matherin, Garland, Kawhi. I don't think they're drafting.
Okay, then they need Cam Boozer.
They really need Cam Boozer to
They
fall.
need Cam Boozer.
Or Caleb Wilson.
Right, because Caleb Wilson is also a big guy.
Yeah,
because they traded. Well, let's talk about that for a second. I want to get your thoughts on this. I was reading the Front Office Sports article, and the president of the Indiana Pacers came out and he apologized, which I actually really liked everything he said.
Yeah.
He took accountability, he apologized, and he basically explained what he did. I liked that. I really did. My problem was the reasoning that he gave and his thinking, which clearly it's hindsight, but like he said he felt pressure for this team to get a high caliber player at center to compete next year because they lost Miles. I almost said Miles Teller.
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner. Jesus. Yeah. Sorry. That to me, I don't have a great word to describe it other than that is just fucking bananas. Like I couldn't imagine feeling pressure to get a center in today's league, mind you, when this year it's not a blessing that you went from the championship to having one of the worst records in the league, but you have the ultimate excuse to be bad. Your superstar is hurt. So take this year as a wash and take that high draft pick. I feel like I guess what he tried to do was double dip, because if that pick was protected, that he would have gotten Zubac and kept the pick. Do I have that right?
Correct.
So it was a gamble.
Yeah. But yeah, then they still would have had to give him another pick.
Right.
It's it's a bad trade. I don't know what else to say. The problem I have is that I said this at the beginning. Benedict Mathurin is a fucking baller.
He's a good player,
and he's 23 years old.
He's a good player.
It's Zubac has got to be 30. I just don't understand how that trade is so lopsided that it includes a potential top or a potential number 5 overall pick. That's a horrendous fucking trade.
Yeah. No, it was. It's exactly what happened, McKiffin. He gambled. Like he gambled with a sports organization, and it was the worst possible.
Here's my thing, though. Why do people keep calling it a gamble?
It is a gamble.
What was the win?
Here's the win. I'll run this by you again. Your pick is top 4 protected. Okay. So if you get a top 4 pick, you give them another pick, but that's when you're good and that pick sucks. So he tried.
But you give them another first rounder, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I would argue that's still a bad trade. Even if the pick was 15 overall, so you're doing 15 in Mathurin for Zubac, I would still argue it's a pretty bad trade.
I don't disagree, but even if it's pick 26, who cares?
Yeah. I'm just saying shitty gamble, in my opinion.
Agreed. Because Mathurin is still a pretty decent player, even having to throw that pick in there was terrible. I feel like he got fucked. I
think we're underselling Benedict Mathurin, an absolute bucket with NBA playoff experience at 22 years old. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, no, I don't like it either. What's up, Fat Girls? Coming in here with something nice to say for the first time in a long time. Probably feeling good that Chicago got a top 4 pick. This should be a pretty fun draft. I don't know when it is. Is it when the season ends? Is it June? Right?
Yeah. Is it NBA final starts May 18th.
Final starts May 18th.
Yeah.
So then it's going to be like right after that.
I think it's like end of June, if I recall correctly.
Well, basically what I'm trying to get at is like, it's not like the NFL where the Super Bowl is in February, but then you have to wait, 2.5 months for the draft. Like I think the NBA moves quick. It's like
it does.
Draft right after. Yeah. It does. NBA finals.
Somebody in the chat saying 2031 first round pick. If that's what it is, then I don't give a fuck about that.
Gotcha.
I don't really get it, but
it was a 2031, then yeah, who gives a fuck? All right.
Why did I say the final start May 18th? I'm an idiot. I meant June 18th. Must be June 18th.
Oh yeah, we're in the second round.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Why did I say that? Hold on. I'm just brain dead. Don't even listen to me.
No, I know. It's
Hold
okay.
on. I'm gonna look up in the final start though for real, so now I can not be the R word.
Might as well. Yeah, 2031 is going to be so crazy. If I was in sports, I would be mortgaging fucking picks from 6-7 years away like crazy. Like crazy. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen in 6-7 years? Are you kidding me? Anyways, let's talk about some results while you do that. All right. Because I would like to seriously, I'd like to get everybody's attention. I see we have 150 people in here on Twitch. Make sure you're following the page. Good morning, RedTube, YouTube. Good to see you guys. Make sure you're liking and subbing. It's always good to be with you on a Monday morning. If you missed us earlier, my wife is here on a call, so I'm keeping the voice down a little bit. I'm also not 100%. But steak looks great, so that's making up for it. I want to talk about the Knicks Celtics series. But more so, I want to talk about the Sixers, and I'm going to give the glaze that the Knicks deserve after. But what I saw yesterday was one of the worst dick down, disrespectful beatings on a home floor of a team in a city that is a sports city that I've ever seen in my life. It would just start to finish. Never seen anything like it. Starting 9 for 10 from 3. The Knicks came out and you just knew. I don't know whether to give credit to Mike Brown too, who I'm not even the biggest Mike Brown guy, but they just come out there and they were like, we're not fucking around. We've won what, 7 games in a row? We're gonna make it 8. We're fucking, well, maybe it's 11, maybe it was 6 games in a row. And we're gonna make it nasty. I mean, even when they pulled the starters at the end of in the fourth quarter, the Knicks were still like playing legit basketball. That you could tell they wanted to win by 40 points. They were not satisfied with just a 10-point win. It was unbelievable. And I don't even know, like I was listening to Pardon My Take a little bit, and they were like, what does this say about Philadelphia? You know, and now Josh Hart's quote, Josh Hart saying, I thought Philadelphia was a sports city. I'm not so sure anymore. And Max, who's a Philadelphia guy, saying maybe Philadelphia is just not a basketball city. I want to talk about where you think and where we think the Philadelphia 76ers go from here, because they really tried. Think about it. You trust the process. You tank. You have high draft picks. You got Embiid right to an extent. He's a fantastic talent. He can't stay healthy. You nailed it with Maxey. I don't even think he was a high draft pick. I don't know. I don't know where he came from. You tried signing a guy like Paul George to make it work. They did some things that I really thought would make them a contender. I really did. I don't know what they were thinking trading Jared McCain so soon. That made no sense to me. I tweeted it. Some people were like, oh, they wanted Barlow to develop. Pfft, stupidest fucking thing I ever heard in my life. Oh, they wanted to pay VJ, whatever. VJ's 19 years old. He looks unbelievable. But what do you do if you're the Philadelphia 76ers? I don't want to be talking too crazy, but this feels like this isn't going to work. And I don't know if you can tweak it or do you starting over?
Well, first of all, watching that Sixers bench and then realize they traded McCain for peanuts is really, really bad. It's even worse when the Sixers GM said he believes they were selling high. It was just such a stupid quote after trading a young player who's already proven to be pretty good. And the only issue he's faced is injury. But when he's out there, he's really good. Jared McCain's really solid. Mm-hmm. You trade him to the best team in the NBA. It's like, thanks a lot, dude, for fucking nothing. Awful, awful trade. That's one. 2, what do you do? Isn't it kind of obvious? You can't expect Joel Embiid to stay any type of healthy for a season. You can't expect all that much out of Paul George anymore. And the rest of the guys don't really fucking matter except VJ Edgecombe, who I think will develop into a star NBA player. They nailed him. I think you didn't mention that they still hit on VJ Edgecombe. I don't know. Maybe you could argue Con Knipple would have been a better pick, potentially. But VJ Edgecombe is a dog, and I think he has a bright future. But other than that, you got a whole bunch of nothing. Who knows where Kelly Oubre or Quentin Grimes will be next year. But I think if you're the Philadelphia 76ers, you need to start to trust the process again and blow this shit up. You cannot have another year with these guys where you get the 7 seed. I've never seen a team gain so much aura and then lose it so quickly, because obviously the win against the Celtics was massive. And then, boom, you go here and you get swept by the Knicks. But I just want to mention, I don't blame any team for getting their ass kicked to that Knicks team yesterday. They fucking couldn't miss. They couldn't miss. They would have beaten anybody in the NBA yesterday. Anybody. The Thunder. I don't care. The way the Knicks were shooting, not beatable. I obviously they cannot continue to shoot that way, but it was absurd, and I can't give the Sixers too much shit. They would have lit up any team in the NBA yesterday shooting the way they did.
Yeah, but this is a Knicks team that beat the Hawks by 30 plus points.
They're rolling. Games. No doubt. They're rolling.
They are absolutely fucking rolling. And that's what I want to talk about next is how good they are. But before we do, you said it's kind of obvious what the Sixers should do. So you can't expect Embiid to be healthy. I get that. But what do you do with him? Somebody was saying, I posted a TikTok about it. I got one comment that was talking about trading Embiid. Can you trade Embiid? What's Embiid's trade value?
You wouldn't get as much as you'd want to get. I don't
think so, unless you're dealing with the Pacers. But I don't even know what you could do if you traded Embiid. And then also, I get that VJ Edgecombe is a dog. He's and I didn't realize he's only 19 years old. Unbelievable draft pick. But Maxey was so bad in this series. You have to wonder. We talked about it. He's not a number one. He can be a 1A, 1B. I still think he's better as a number 2. I don't think you can go Maxey Edgecombe. You're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere in the East.
Maxey Edgecombe and then who?
Exactly. So that's kind of my point. Are the Sixers about to find themselves in purgatory for the next couple of years? You know what I'm saying? Do they have potential to be like the Chicago Bulls from the past few years? And they said they have a cheap owner. So, the Bulls are trying we'll trade for Vooch, or we'll try to get not Zach LaVine, Giddey. I don't know. You know what I mean? They tried things. None of them worked. I have a feeling that this could be what the Sixers are going to see in their near future for the next 4 to 5 years. I think they have to do something drastic.
Yeah, I think they have to do something drastic too. And I don't think it's trying to get better. That's the problem. I don't think it's trying to bring in another person to put around Embiid, who's always injured, Maxey, and Paul George. I'll pass. I think it's the drastic thing is blowing this up. And you want to know who you get a haul for? Tyrese Maxey. You get a haul for Tyrese Maxey.
I think they should do it. And thank you, Snowman. You're right. The Bulls did trade for Zach LaVine. I almost pumped the brakes because I thought I was wrong. He was on the King. No, he was on Minnesota. Sorry, he was on Minnesota. Yep. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think it's obvious what you do. I think it's a really, really tough decision on what you do if you're the Sixers. But I also think there is a right answer, and I agree with you. I think the Sixers have to blow it up. Yeah. And I know this sucks because Maxey's a baller, but if you want to convince yourself that can be the guy for your franchise and you can build around him, I disagree. I disagree. I don't think he's that guy. I think he's the number 2.
You know what the issue is? If they were in the West with the Spurs and the Thunder and the Nuggets and whoever else you want to say, I feel like they would blow it up. But there's this thing going on with the East ever since Indiana made that run, and now it appears to be wide open again. Like the Celtics got eliminated by the Sixers, who then got swept by the Knicks. The Cavs and the Pistons, who knows how that's going to end up. I don't think anyone's scared of either of those teams. So every year going into the season, unless there's major stars from the West coming over to the East, I feel like everyone says, we could win the East, man. We could win the East with Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey. It could happen. Even as recently as before this Knicks series, I think Sixers fans, or at least NBA people, are saying, well, why can't the Sixers win the East? It's wide open, man. Anyone could win the East. Fucking Halliburton went to Game 7 with the Thunder last year, and you could argue would have won if he didn't tear his ACL. We can do that too. And so that's misleading because I think the Sixers team is cooked.
I do too. I think if you're the Sixers, you trade Maxey and you probably trade Embiid too. I don't really know what you're going to get. Somebody said Maxey and Embiid for Giannis. Snowman, I'd rather have Giannis.
That Maxey and Embiid for Giannis.
Let me put it this way. I'd rather get something else for Giannis. I don't want a formula that has proven to not work. Because what are you going to put around Maxey and Embiid in Milwaukee? Kyle Kuzma? I mean, they had a couple guys actually that started to play pretty well towards late in the season, but yeah, I would not do that.
Would probably not do that, man. I'm telling you, Embiid, his value is not high right now because of how injured he is.
So SportsCon is saying, how is making the second round cooked? Yeah, I do have to pump the brakes a little bit. They did beat the Celtics. That's great. But I think in the fashion in which they got their ass kicked to the Knicks shows you that this team is just, and it's like, come on, like it's getting to the second half of Embiid's career. I think the window is shut, and it's time to install a new window, or at least rip that one out and get a new one in.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Knicks for a second. I don't know why the Knicks can't be a super team. I really don't. I tweeted this a couple weeks ago, and I don't think I'm being a prisoner in the moment. I think I got out ahead of it just a little bit, but I have loved some of the guys on this Knicks roster, minus Mikal Bridges, but OG Anunoby is a fantastic basketball player. I was never an RJ Barrett fan. I know Quickly was a big part of that trade package as well when they traded for him for Toronto. Signing a guy like Jalen Brunson and having him be the superstar in New York has proven to be the right move. Getting Cat has looked pretty good so far, because Julius Randle, even though he's a fine player, I still think Cat can be one of the best big men, if not the best big man in the NBA. I really genuinely believe that if he wanted to. And now we're seeing him be a lot less selfish. I guess he's gone over his assist prop in like however many fucking games, which is interesting. So maybe that's coaching. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Josh Hart is a fucking dog. I'm in love with Josh Hart. And they've added to their bench, which has been huge. But just the starting five in general, if Mikal Bridges starts to play like that, where he's got that confidence back and he's got that quick step back, he's just got a little bit more swagger in this game. I forgot why anyone traded for him. Mikal Bridges was so bad for so long. I honestly forgot who the fuck in their right mind would trade one first-round pick for this guy. Now when he's moving out in the court like that, I don't know what flipped, but it flipped. This is a terrifying starting five, and I think it is one of, if not the best starting five in the NBA. The Knicks are playing out of their mind. Now, the question is this going to fizzle out? What kind of excuses? Where would you poke holes if you had to? Is it their opponents? The Hawks not very good, or the Sixers not very good? What type of game would you play, or would you just give the Knicks their flowers?
I would just give the Knicks their flowers for how they've played up to this point. I think the question is, do you think they can continue, specifically in a series with a team like Detroit, which you know is going to play some very, very aggressive physical basketball. So I'm excited for that. But what do you do? You give the Knicks their flowers. They've been incredible. Ever since being down 2-1 to the Hawks, they've looked like the second best team in the NBA. I will forever call the Thunder the best team in the NBA because they just are. They're so
I will too.
The Knicks look like the second best team in the NBA for that stretch. Now I'm excited to see what they would look like against the Pistons. I'll say it right now. If this Cavs team can beat this New York team, you can have my money. You can have my money. If it ends up being Cleveland versus New York in the Eastern Conference Finals, you can have my money. I do not think Cleveland can beat this New York team. I do think Detroit can. And I don't think it'll be pretty, but I think they can do it. You kind of nailed it. If Mikal Bridges just does his job, this team is really, really good. Even without OG, they were great. But TC kind of mentioned it. Philly was playing horrible three-point defense. I still don't think you can expect any other game this year for Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride to hit 13 threes. So I just want to see how they play against a team that's not the Sixers when they're not this hot shooting the three.
I don't know that I like that. I don't know that I like that. We're talking about a team that won multiple basketball games in the playoffs by 30 plus points.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't think you can just be like, oh, they were extremely hot that one game at all.
Okay.
I kind of think that's downplaying how talented they are.
Yeah. No, I'm not downplaying how talented they are. I've said give them their flowers. They deserve their flowers. I use the term second best, look like the second best team in the NBA. I think they deserve their flowers. But I'm not ready to – I'll give them their flowers, but I'm not ready to give them the whole florist yet. How about that?
Okay, that's fair. So now I want to talk about this. Hovey said would rather play the Pistons than the Cavs.
Yeah.
You know I'm a Cavs guy. Not really anymore. I think they're soft as shit. Detroit, still though, when I look at some of their guys, they're getting just overachieving play out of Tobias Harris. And I'm not going to tell you that that's going to end. The playoffs are a different season. This guy's showing up. Good for him. Same with Mikal Bridges. I bet you Tobias Harris keeps scoring 20 points. I bet you Mikal Bridges keeps playing like a competent basketball player. But outside of Cade, I still don't know that I'm loving what I'm seeing from Degen. And I don't know. I mean, who else? Like Duncan Robinson's going to hit a few threes.
Yeah.
if you get the best version of the Cavs or the best version of the Pistons, I still think the Knicks win either series in 6. Is that, am I
No,
wrong?
I think a lot of people would agree with you. What I disagree with is what the chat is saying. I don't think we'd rather play the Pistons over the Cavs. I understand the names on the Cavs. I really do.
Yeah.
And we do this every year. I strongly disagree with you if you'd rather play the Cleveland Cavaliers. If you have eyeballs and you've watched the Cleveland Cavaliers play in this playoffs and you've seen Donovan Mitchell's teammates bitching at him for not playing fucking transition defense or running through screens, and you've seen how many bad games James Harden's had, but then want to glaze the shit out of him when he finally has a good one. I think if you have eyeballs and you could say you'd rather play the Pistons than the Cavs, I think that's crazy. I really do.
Yeah.
The Cavs are.
I agree. TC said, I don't think either team matches up well with the Knicks, but I'd rather play the Pistons. Interesting. Pistons have no ability to ever score 120. The Cavs, if their guards get hot, can match up them. Honestly, 2 pretty fair points. Here's the next question. Then we'll wrap it up and we can move on to the Spurs Wolves. I looked at this because I am a Knicks respecter and I don't care about the number. I mean, I waited for Michigan to be plus 175 on the green book with an X, which was still the best number around, thankfully, to bet them to win it all. I took the Canes to win the East plus 180. I don't get great numbers. I don't move quick. I wait. The Knicks stake are minus 145 to advance to the championship, to win the Eastern Conference. Sorry, I don't know why I worded it like that. I have to tell you, I thought that was a little light.
It's not light.
Okay.
Not light. You got to calm down a little bit.
Do I?
Yeah, you have to calm down a little bit. The Knicks glaze is intense, really intense.
This is exposure right now.
What?
This is exposure right now. Now you're saying that you are downplaying the Knicks.
I'm saying it's absolutely absurd to say minus 45 to make the NBA Finals is a little light. That's a hell of a statement.
With the way they've been playing.
I do not care. And then just to address Joel's comment, if you think Cleveland's a better team, does that mean you think they're going to win the series against the Pistons? Or is it going to be one of those ones where Pistons will win the series, but then people will still say Cleveland's the better team, even though they lost the series? That's my question about everybody who likes Cleveland. Do you think they're going to win the series against the Pistons?
I think they can.
Okay.
I think they can, just because there's something about the Pistons that is just not making it move enough outside of
everybody feels that way. And I think it's because they play hideous basketball.
That's fair. I don't mind ugly basketball. Like their Cade Cunningham is unbelievable. They are clearly a team that's capable of winning. I mean, how many games did they win? I mean, I know they're the 1 seed, but did they win
62, 60, something like that?
That's incredible. That is incredible.
They're good, man. They're good. Are
you telling me or somebody in the chat?
Everybody. The Pistons are good. They're just not. It's not pretty all the time.
Yeah, that's fine. Somebody was asking me. Yeah, I almost put $500 on the Knicks to win the Eastern Conference at minus 145. I was thinking about maybe potentially even putting more than that. Any qualms? Well, I know you're a Pistons guy and you're not the biggest Knicks guy, so that's fair. I'm asking the chat more so.
I'm starting to realize that something's forming for me here, and it's that I will be backing the Pistons in that series. And you're welcome for this, Hovey. You're very welcome for this. I will be backing the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals if they play the Knicks. If it's the Cavs, like I said, I am absolutely with you. To everybody saying they still like the Cavs in the series, I hope you have plus 210 or plus 220 tickets on the Cavs to win this series. Hope you got it.
What do you think the Pistons win the series against the Cavs in 5 or 6?
6.
Okay. And I do just want to point out, let's not let anybody forget all, what do we got? 166 in Twitch, 77 in YouTube. Stake, what's the math on that? 243? 243, not including Twitter. Maybe there's like 300 people watching right now. Hovey is a Knicks fan. He's saying this fucking guy upset with me talking positively about his Knicks. I just want you guys to remember, because maybe not all of you were here last year when Steak and I were telling Hovey, the Knicks fan, that we thought his Knicks would beat the Celtics, because Steak and I are Magic fans and we watched the Magic get physical with the Celtics, and the Celtics were crying and boo-hooing about fucking Cole Anthony and Anthony Black and Wendell Carter Jr. And we're like, Hovey, I don't know, man. The Knicks like plus 1.5 series, or maybe even to win it. And Hovey was like, No, Boston's going to beat us in 5. We don't match up well. You should see how they clamp Brunson on the perimeter. Oh, Peyton Pritchard. We don't have anybody to guard Peyton Pritchard. So listen, I love a realistic fan as much as the next one, but I also don't like a bitch ass fan who just cannot give their team the credit they deserve. And Hovey, I know this is not being fair weather because you pay attention, you follow, you bet, or you watch every game and whatnot, but you did not have any confidence in your team when others did. So listen, the Knicks beat the Celtics when we said they would. I don't want to hear shit if you see me post a ticket with $500 to $750 on the Knicks to win the East. I don't want to hear it.
It sounds like you have committed to absolutely doing that.
I might. I might. Yeah. What was Wembanyama doing last night?
Really sucked. For me, it really sucked.
Yeah. You took the Spurs. And honestly, I thought it was a pretty good bet. You're a Spurs guy. I like the idea of the Spurs kind of taking control of this series. I felt like it was pretty contrarian. I felt like the Wolves to even it up and take a game at home would be pretty trendy. And I kind of saw the correlation of like, you know what, the Spurs might do in this series what they did against the Trailblazers. I don't know if anybody calls them the Trailblazers anymore, but that didn't happen. But I mean, you have the excuse of Wemby getting ejected. I can't believe what I saw. I had to watch it like 5 times and just think, man, A, he's French. French people don't get aggressive like that. B, he's smart. He's a smart player.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest fucking thing I think I ever could have imagined. If you would have told me that he did that, I wouldn't have believed you. I would not have believed you. I would have called you you're an asshole.
It's really bad. It's really, really bad. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying he was getting absolutely abused down there and he was frustrated. Even with that being true, I don't care. Also, how hilarious was it that he didn't know that getting a flagrant 2 meant he was ejected? Harrison Barnes had to explain it to him on the bench. He didn't even know. He's sitting there waiting for the call, and then the announcer comes out and says, "Oh, it's a flagrant 2," and he's saying like, "What does that mean?" And he didn't know that he was ejected. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. It was bad. I don't think he should be suspended for Game 5, but I also think there's a possibility he will be suspended for Game 5, which would just be insane. Even with all that being said, Spurs had their chances to win that game. Dylan Harper was amazing. They still blew it, in my opinion. Up 8, I want to say, with like 6 minutes in the fourth quarter. Luke Cornett, I don't know. It's not his fault, obviously. It's Wemby's fault. But him out there trying to stop Rudy Gobert at the end of that game was pretty brutal. Ant was incredible. He is incredible. And the Timberwolves are a bunch of dogs. But I was so disappointed with Wemby. So disappointed.
Yeah. Snowman, if another player did that, I think it would absolutely be a multiple game suspension. Let me ask you this, all bias aside, all money aside. I know how you feel about the Spurs. And if I were you and I had this wager, I would be begging and pleading that he doesn't get suspended. Do you think that's worthy of a Game 5 suspension? You with me?
Man. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm trying to think if I can give a non-biased real answer.
Okay. You want to keep thinking or
no?
Okay. No, you just don't want to answer.
Don't want to answer.
Steak pleads the 5th.
I say I'm going to go with no.
You do not think Wemby should be suspended for Game 5
in the playoffs? No, I don't think so.
That's kind of fair. Devil's rock chalk. Not if he didn't get hurt. It's kind of like in the NHL. It's a 4-minute if there's blood, and if there's no blood, it's a 2-minute. Not going to happen, but crazy value on the Wolves to win the West at 30-1. Yeah, it's funny. I almost did it. I did a comeback parlay. I took the Wild and I took the Cavs. I almost made it a Minnesota parlay with the Wolves and the Wild. I a little bit out of respect to you, but also I respect the Spurs as well. And I was like, nah. Yeah. And I'm kind of a Cavs guy, so I was like, let's double down. Anyways, what do you think this series finishes? Let's assume Wemby gets suspended for Game 5.
Oh, if he gets suspended for Game 5, I have no fucking idea. If he doesn't get suspended, it ends in 6.
Spurs? Yeah. Okay.
If he gets suspended, I have no idea what to say.
Nothing really to talk about with Thunder Lakers. And then the Pistons, Cavs, we'll talk about because there's a game tonight. Steak, did you want to? I got to take a piss. You want to do a quick UFC recap while I do it?
Yeah, I'll do a quick UFC recap. Okay. And then you do want to. We do have to talk about Pistons a little bit when you get back.
The game tonight?
No, we should recap that game. That was a crazy game. There's a lot of chatter about
right.
Cade Cunningham. He was fucking bad.
Okay, do your UFC recap. I'll be right back.
Okay, I will. Okay, UFC recap. Watch the whole UFC card. Very fucking good time. There was some weird shit going on. I'll start with the fights I feel like people care about less. King Green and Jeremy Stevens. There's not much to say. Domination. I think this, like I said, I'm a UFC casual. That felt like the end for Jeremy Stevens. Whereas we might have to get King Green another, maybe better. But I hate calling this guy King Green. Holy shit. Might have to get him a little better competition. Sean Brady is the one I wanted to talk about. So obviously I am the most casual UFC guy ever. Every single time there's a fight, not a fight night, just a card, I get on Twitter. I ask people to drop me locks. I saw people dropping Sean Brady in there, minus 140, minus 160. And then I'm seeing, Sean Brady's at plus 110. He's at plus 120, plus 130, all the way to plus 170 on the teal book with the X. And I'm like, you know what? Old me would be buying into whatever this news is that broke, whether he's throwing the fight or there's some kind of undisclosed injury. I have absolutely no idea, but I'm just going to bet Sean Brady. He dominated that fight. I have no idea what the news was that broke that made that line go from Buckley plus 170 to minus 170 or whatever. It was, honestly, I can't recall watching a UFC fight that was that pure of domination in a really, really long time. It was straight up domination. Then the Joshua Van fight, honestly, an amazing fight. I feel like the guy he fought, for some reason, what's it, Saras? I'm probably going to get his name wrong. He had a strategy and he stuck to his strategy and it was going really, really well. But it reminds me of that quote where they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Once Van hit that dude a few times, I mean, he looked like a fucking corpse out there. I thought he was incredible because he looked dead for 2.5 rounds and he just kept fighting and fighting. He even got a few takedowns as a corpse, literally. A dead man walking, got a few takedowns. I think he deserves a lot of credit before I glaze Joshua Van. But Joshua Van was incredible, and he was picking him the fuck apart. I mean, he was beating his ass. I thought the people who were saying, early stoppage, the only way you could call that an early stoppage, in my opinion, is if you were only watching that clip. Because if you were only watching that clip, I could see how you say early stoppage. But if you watched how much of a beating that guy took for all those rounds, you couldn't call that an early stoppage. I mean, we were getting into brain damage territory. I'm serious. That's how many hits, significant hits he was taking. And then the Sean Strickland fight was awesome. I bet Sean Strickland for no fucking reason at all. Islam dominated the first round. Bro, Sean Strickland had why am I calling him? Hamzat. Sorry, I don't know why I said Islam. On the ground for a large portion of round 2. I mean, his comeback and that was crazy. With all that being said, I don't know about the decision. I'll take it. I'm not that's got to be whatever I just said. It's got to be. We're going to move on from that. I said I was casual. I don't know if he really won that fight. I'll take it. I'm not complaining. There's a lot of crazy decisions in the UFC. It's nothing new. That one certainly could have went either way.
Good recap. Somebody said the UFC's in a bad state. Is it?
Yeah, it's had some bad cards. The White House card's coming up and it looks insane. But yeah, I thought this card was great to watch. I enjoyed almost every second of it. But yes, is it in a bad state overall? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't really. Just give me like the top 3 or 4 fighters right now that are worth watching. I haven't watched UFC in a long time. Yeah.
I mean, I guess after this, you have to say Sean Strickland for sure.
Yep, familiar with him.
You're just going with fun guys, right? Not that you're not asking me the best fighters.
Yeah, like for example, when I was kind of getting into UFC or liked it, I liked Uriah Faber, the guy. I liked him. I liked, everybody liked Liddell, but there was like Adesanya, right? Israel.
Adesanya, he's pretty much done. So Alex Pereira, he's really good. Paddy Pimblett is a must-watch. Josh Hogan is a must-watch. He fights Derek Lewis at the White House. That should be a really, really good time. Gaethje, I think, is still must-see TV.
I like him. Is Paddy the baddie? Paddy Pimblett?
Paddy the baddie. Ilia Topuria, definitely one of the best. He wouldn't be. You'd like him. He's probably pound for pound the best. Ilia Topuria.
Yeah,
not as great as Gaethje at the White House.
Got it. Okay. Strickland is a horrible watch.
Max Holloway forever, of course. Joel
Hogan is so bad for UFC. I hate that fucker.
it's because he's bringing like WWE. He's like a lot. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing because people either hate him or like him, but he's getting talked about all the time. He's pretty much a WWE guy.
Got it. Degen really liked the California twink. I did. I liked them. Okay.
Uriah Faber is the funniest guy for you to say.
I thought he was a little swaggy, the little guy with the long hair. I don't know. He was good. Dude smoked cigs after the fight. Okay. Anything else for UFC, or should we talk Pistons Cavs?
Pistons Cavs.
Okay. So this was they're playing tonight, which we'll get into in a little bit, but this game was on Saturday. Cavs were -4.5 point favorites. Down 2-0. Come out. I think they were up double digits early. Pistons start to come back. Cavs go on a run to end the first half. They are up at halftime by 16 points. Sure enough, that lead doesn't last for more than, I don't even know, 3-4 minutes. Pistons come out, outscore them in the third quarter, 33-19. I got to tell you right now, I thought about taking the Pistons live multiple times in that game. They were anywhere, when I was looking at it, they were like plus 330. Then they got down to 2-1, and I'm like, fuck, I missed a great number, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just going to wait. I think the Pistons had the lead. It was like 74-73. And you just see the body language on some of those guys. And I'm just like, oh my God, the Pistons are going to win this game. They're going to sweep them. I'm so out on the Cavs. Then the Cavs come out and they get back up by 6. And I was like, holy shit, no way. The Cavs are actually going to win this game. That's tough. You know, that's kind of what we, as Magic fans, we're like, it's impressive to see the Magic do some things you wouldn't expect them to do. I thought the Cavs coming back and not only winning this game, but covering this game was huge for them. Huge. I know you're already writing them off. I think they still have a chance to win this series. I think that was a massive win. Obviously, it was expected. They're favored by 4.5. They win the game by 7 points. They're down 2-0. It's at home. I'm just saying the way that lead dwindled, and it was just written in the stars for the Cavs to fold, check out, and go on vacation. So I was kind of impressed that they came back. What were your thoughts?
Well, let's give James Harden the credit he deserves. He hit a huge shot. He had his best game of the series. He deserves credit. I would have agreed with what you said if the Cavs just beat their ass all game like they were supposed to. But the fact that game was tied, and then it took 3 really horrendously bad Cade Cunningham turnovers at the end of the game to win, is why I can't give the Cavs too much credit. Like I said, give James Harden credit, and I give Donovan Mitchell credit. He was good, but Cade Cunningham, man, he blew that game. The inbound pass, I think it was Max Strus who got it for him. Just bad showing after a tie game from Cade Cunningham, man. I'm not saying if he didn't do that, they would have won, but it would have been a lot closer. Still a huge shot by James Harden to up one that 3. Definitely a missed call when Tobias Harris basically launches his entire body into Harden. It's rare to see him not get that call, to be honest. But, yeah, no, I am writing the Cavs off. I think the Pistons are going to win this series. And I'm still not that impressed with Cleveland because, man, they had that in the bag, and then it was tied with 2 minutes left or whatever it was. There's something missing for me with Cleveland for sure.
This was a game where the Pistons got 15 points out of Duncan Robinson, 4 for 7 from 3. Pretty good. What more do you want from him? Tobias, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 0 assists. Selfish bitch. Just kidding. Sir Thompson only had 9 points, 4 for 10. And then Cade, 10 for 27. Only 6 free throw attempts. This is kind of low for him. He did have a triple-double. He had 10 assists and 10 rebounds, which is pretty impressive. From Cleveland.
8 turnovers, bro.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot to look at that column. Harden, only 3 turnovers, and he had 8 made field goals. Finally, a better game for Harden, as you mentioned, made some big shots, 19 points, also 7 assists for Harden. Mitchell, 13 for 24, not good from 3. Got to the free throw line 8 times, 35 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Huge game, had to have it. And then for Mobley and Allen, I mean, 4 and 8 rebounds is not enough. They really should be. I don't know. Allen having 4 rebounds in 31 minutes. I just don't know how that's possible.
Yeah.
But 18 points, 7 for 9, very efficient. Mobley, 4 for 6. I don't know why he keeps shooting threes. He was 0 for 2 from 3. He should just probably stop shooting threes. And Strus only had 7 points. He had 5 rebounds. I thought he played a pretty important, impactful role.
He did.
Also, plus minus, he had the highest plus minus. Sorry, second highest plus minus on the Cavs with a +8. So, yeah, I don't know. Dennis Schroeder was 4 for 5 too, which is kind of which was big. I think the Cavs even the series up, and let's talk about it tonight. So The Cavs are -4 tonight, -161 on the money line. Pickett showing is the best number there if you want them for a parlay piece. Total is 213, 213 and a half. So the first game was 116, 109. It did go over. The total close there was 211. So I don't know what it moved, but it's up a handful of points. I'll show you the Pickett splits on this one, guys, if you fancy. And then Steak, I know you're a Detroit guy, but you did say that you think Detroit wins this in 6. So what happens in this game? Here are the splits right here.
Tough. If this is the one, I think Cleveland evens up the series. It certainly could be. And then I think what's really could happen is Cleveland wins this game and then Detroit wins the next 2, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take Detroit with the points for sure. I don't want to catch a falling knife by any means. I don't think Cade Cunningham can be referred to as that, but I don't think he's went over. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like he hasn't went over his point props in any of the 3 games in this series. Is that accurate? He definitely didn't last game or the game. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, he's not playing his best basketball. I'm not calling him a falling knife by any means. I do want to back him. You mentioned it. Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris have been doing their job and then some. I don't want to fade either of those guys, specifically Tobias Harris. I think that's the definition of a hot dude. You just leave alone. I'm not going to back him either. I promise this will be the last time I get up here and pitch Cade Cunningham. I like the Pistons +3.5 for sure.
Okay. Trent, Addie's plug. You want a good nugget? Tobias hasn't missed. Yeah, I would say not to shit on you, but I don't think that that's necessarily a good nugget. I wouldn't call that a nugget. I think that that's kind of popular that Tobias Harris has had 20-plus points in 7 straight playoff games. Also, which was insane. I tweeted this on Friday, I heard. Did you see my tweet about Tobias Harris?
Yeah.
Tobias Harris did not have back-to-back games with 20 points in the regular season. This is insane what we are seeing from him.
Absolutely absurd.
Yeah, we're not those kind of guys anymore. I'm not taking his under. What do I like in this game? I like the Cavs. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I think the Cavs are gonna win this series, but if I don't know, if I wasn't already invested in them in some way, shape, or form, I probably would throw a little bit on it. I don't know what the odds are. Does anybody know what the odds are? I'm going to guess around like maybe +2 something.
To win the series?
Yeah. What do you think they are?
+220. Yep.
+220. Yeah. I'd probably throw $50 on it or something. I'm going to give you a take. So you like the Pistons. You like Cade. I like the Cavs. If I had to give you a player, prop, or something, how I see this game going. By the way, the 3rd most popular bet tonight and the most popular prop bet is an alt on Cade Cunningham over 19.5 points at -595. So there must be some weird fucking Discord plus EV fucking ladder challenge there. Under Tobias Harris points is the 4th most popular prop.
That's
no thanks.
Yeah, people love betting like that, man.
Duncan Robinson over 2.5 made threes. By the way, shout out Joel Embiid yesterday, cashing those over 2.5 threes, nice and easy in the first quarter. Evan Mobley alted over 24.5 points at 9-1. There's 312 bets on that. Under Donovan Mitchell, 27.5 points is also very popular. No, thank you. That's probably where I would put my money if I had to. Let's back to back with the stars. I would be very nervous about doing it with James Harden.
Well, he didn't score that much last game. I don't even know if he went over his points prop.
No, I think he had 17 or 18.
Yeah,
does that sound about right? He had 17 points. Let's see if he went over his threes. He probably went over his threes because he was 3 for 7 from 3. He had 19 points. Wow, he only shot 1 free throw and he missed it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's actually so funny. I think betting Tobias Harris under points is like betting Fernando Tatis home runs. It's just a silly way to gamble.
Yeah. Okay. Chat, where are you guys at? Pistons or Cavs? I think Jose Bryant is probably behind with the Wemby, or he just joined. But yeah, just to be clear on the record, I think Wemby will be suspended for Game 5. I think they're gonna. I do. Yeah. I don't think because if that was Draymond Green, it might be if Draymond Green got suspended for a finals game for kicking the guy in the nuts, you can't elbow a guy in the throat.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I'm having a hard time defending it.
Probably Detroit poll. Yeah, if Ahmad's in here, I'd love to run a poll and see what the chat thinks for Pistons Cavs tonight. For some reason, I don't know if this is accurate or not. If you guys can confirm, that'd be great. It says this game's starting at 8 p.m. Cavs Pistons starting at 8 p.m.
Correct.
Why?
Well, that's 7 p.m. in Cleveland, right? I mean, how much earlier do you want it to start?
7 on the East Coast. 7.
So it's 6 in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh no, Cleveland is the same time zone as us.
I have no idea.
Oh, if it's 8 in Cleveland, I think it's the literal dumbest thing ever. Yeah, it's the dumbest thing ever.
I'm gonna complain about this on Twitter. I'm gonna complain. That's just this. It doesn't make any sense at all. What is with this West Coast bias bullshit? Minnesota's playing versus Colorado at 8 p.m.
Am I stupid, or is Ohio sort of confusing with the time zones?
No, it's very confusing.
Because it's Cincinnati Central time zone, but then Cleveland's Eastern.
Very confusing.
They definitely. I was so confused on our drive from Dayton to Nashville. That shit honestly blew my mind. Oh, Cincinnati is EST. No, I'm a really dumb guy. Ohio's all Eastern.
This guy, Bookachu, in the Twitter chat is saying Cleveland is Central Time Zone, Unk. Are you sure about that? It sounds like you're wrong. And then the following comment, he sees fucking guy thinks the world revolves around NYC. Bookachu number 2, you don't even know what fucking time zone Cleveland is in, all right? So spare me. And also, I'm not even just fucking asking for a little courtesy to New York City. I'm talking about the whole East Coast. Thank you very much.
Look at a map of the United States.
The whole East Coast.
Map of United States. My brain's hurting.
I bet it is. You had to type something up and look at it.
So, there's Ohio.
All of Ohio is.
Oh, Ohio? You know why I'm so dumb? It's way more east than I thought it was.
You thought it was
way
like
more east.
Indiana?
I thought it was, I thought it was definitely closer. It's so clearly east. Shit is right by Pennsylvania.
I have not tried the Geo Sports. I have to do that. I see everybody talking about it on Twitter. Good shit. But I'm with Degen on this rant. I'm a fellow East Coaster. Yeah, thank you, Bookachu number 2. Have some fucking respect for the East Coast, and for me having respect for the East Coast. It has nothing to do with fucking New York City. Do I come up here and slurp New York City ever? I'm the one who tells you New York City isn't even a good sports city. You get shit all over for it. All right, so fucking spare me in the Twitter chat. Fuckhead.
I can confirm you don't slurp New York City.
Doesn't make any sense, but I guess if the other game is at 9:30 CT, the first defaults to CT. I have no idea. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm taking it to Twitter, and I'm bitching. Okay, I'm bitching and I'm moaning. Let's talk quickly about this other game, Steak. I'm going to give you some flowers. Let me give you some flowers. You've hit the Lakers to win the first half twice?
Yeah, back-to-back games. I'm going to take
crazy.
it again. I'll take it again tonight. Just fucking do it.
That's crazy.
I'll bet on the LeBron not to get swept. $100 each, not getting cute. And then the LeBron triple-double, and I'm excited for this all to be over.
There's a lot of LeBron out of you.
Sorry.
That's okay. You don't have to apologize. So you're going to take the Lakers to win the game?
I'm going to take Lakers. I do that every game. I bet them the first half money line and then full game money line.
I don't even know what this is. I'm from Manhasset, Bozo. I know NYC damn well. I didn't say you didn't know NYC damn well. What are you talking about? I'm trying to have a little respect for the East Coast, and you're giving me shit about it. Then you're saying you're from Manhasset? I don't even know what's going on with Bookachu. Number 2. I think that's a dumb wager. Just take the first half money line.
No, don't do that. I didn't. That's we're good. I'm taking it. It's done.
You think Oklahoma City is going to lose to the Lakers today?
Who fucking cares? It's going to be like plus 500. Of course, everybody thinks Oklahoma City's going to win. Of course.
This is why. This is why your life is on easy mode. Oh, I can just throw $100 on the Lakers.
Oh, don't do that. Please, dear God, don't do
why?
That.
You're acknowledging it's a dumb bet, but you're going to take it.
I like making dumb bets sometimes, dude, especially when they're plus 500.
Sometimes you said you've taken them every game in the series.
I have. First half and game.
Every game in the series.
Yeah, I have.
You just don't want to take the first half?
No, I don't. I want to take the full fucking game plus 500.
Do whatever you want.
Cock.
Do whatever you want. Total's 214.5. LeBron James is going to get swept. I guess that's what it comes down to. Is LeBron James going to get swept? Probably. He's probably going to get swept. Betting every way to get ahead. Yeah, you know what? I haven't done that this year, although I probably should. Sirloin in Italy on easy mode, betting on LeBron. Where did the sirloin come from? First half ties parlayed with the team to win NBA playoffs are free. Interesting. Okay. No, that was not Uncle. UFC fight definitely is more of a coin flip, I think, than the Thunder playing the Lakers.
You gonna learn. You gonna learn.
I love dumb bets. I've been taking fucking first baskets every game.
So then let me make my dumb bet that also includes the greatest player of all time not to get swept.
It's not that I'm pro dumb bets, but it's a dumb bet that you've consistently made when it's probably the worst time to make it. But you think it's the best time to make it.
I think it's the best time to make it.
Got it. You think it's the best time to make it.
Yeah.
I might fade it. What's Oklahoma City on the money line?
I pray to fucking God you do this. I pray to fucking God. I know you can do it, dude. Got you. You ready?
Yeah.
You listening?
Yeah.
Oklahoma City money line parlayed with Knicks to win the East. That's probably like even money, dude.
No, it's not. Actually, wait. Oklahoma City to win tonight is minus 500.
Yep, minus 500 parlayed with Knicks to win the East.
Think about that. I will think about that. Okay. I mean, the Lakers are just not winning this game. They're just not. Okay. Let's talk a little hockey. Snidesy, are you in here? Are you in here? Step into my office, Snidesy. You fucking Buffalo Sabres fan with your head up your ass. I like Snidesy. Met him in person. Great guy. Been a long time fake sharp Degen guy helping us out with the graphics, helping us out with the Discord. Solid dude. Like him. Want him around. Don't want to rub his head in shit. But he is a Sabres fan that came in here and said that the Habs don't stand a chance against Sabres. I think he said they had no depth. I think he said the Sabres would probably win the series in 5. Well, that's not going to happen. The Sabres are in big trouble. And as someone who's a hockey fan, who is unbiased, who just watches puck whenever I can, and saw the Montreal Canadiens play, I think I tried to warn you that this team is a problem. Well, I'm just curious how you feel now. I don't see you commenting. I'm wondering if you left already. But it's panic time in Buffalo. And I know you're only down 2-1, but it is panic time in Buffalo. The Montreal Canadiens are playing some very good hockey, and they played really good hockey, I thought, in my opinion. Even in game 1, Dobesh just had a fucking hole in his glove. So I'm curious, Steak, you've watched some of this series. You've been watching a little puck. They're not playing tonight, but do you think the Sabres can fight back? They're down 2-1 in the series. And I even tweeted it after game 1, Montreal was plus 190 to win. I hope somebody probably took that. But what do you think?
I like this series to go 7.
Yeah, I hope it does.
That's what I think. I don't think the Sabres are dead by any means, but I also not sure I'd be taking them to win the series, but I like them to go 7. I like it to go 7. I like Sabres to win the next one.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. We'll talk about it. I would like to go. I've been talking about this, so I am just curious. The game 5. So, yeah, 4 would be tomorrow. Game 5 in Thursday in Buffalo. Do you think I got to be here this weekend for work? So can't.
Game 4 is not tomorrow. It is Tuesday, and you are correct. Thursday is the home game.
Tomorrow is Tuesday. Are you there?
Yeah, tomorrow is Tuesday. Oh yeah. What is wrong with me?
I don't know, man.
It sucks. There's nothing I can do. I get up here every day and say 4 or 5 of the dumbest things that anybody could ever say, and it's just I don't know. My brain is gone.
I know. Okay, so I'm thinking I might go to the Sabres game on Thursday. If I did that, I'd probably drive up the morning of. So I might not stream, but I just remembered you're not going to be here, so that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
All right. Anyways, let's talk about the game tonight. It's the Wild and it's the Avalanche. Avs are, let's see what Pickett says. Avs are minus 137 best number. You can get the Wild plus 120. Total 6.5. I like this Wild team. The Avalanche are a wagon, but they still have Scott Wedgwood in net. I think the Wild are very similar to the Canadiens in that they are a really, really good hockey team that I think that the average person is maybe not taking as seriously. But in terms of respect, I think people would respect the Wild more than they respect the Habs. However, when it comes to the opponent in the series, people are terrified to fade the Avalanche. It's Avs are like the Dodgers. Avs puck line, or nothing. I don't know that I love Minnesota in this game. I'll tell you what I like. I got a cheeky bet for you. I like overtime.
Ooh, I'll join you. But I got to tell you, I've been pretty sharp in here with the NHL plays. I told you the Hurricanes were going to sweep. I've been pretty sharp, and I want to let you know the Wild are winning tonight. But I could see it being in overtime.
Okay. And you have. I want to make sure, as much as I shit on you and say your brain is mush, et cetera, you have been excellent with hockey for a guy who doesn't really give too much of a shit about it. You have been pretty sharp with it. I'm with that. I'm not gonna bet on the Avs at all. If I were to end up coming around to betting something, it would be Minnesota. By the way, I got to give Biev his flowers too. Another guy whose balls I bust all the time. He had Brock Faber goal. If you watch Minnesota, I think Brock Faber has been one of their fucking dudes. Like, obviously we know Hughes and Kaprizov are great. Faber's been awesome. It was plus 650, and I believe he cashed that. Great job. I respect Minnesota and their home crowd. I'm going to take overtime. I think this is either going to be a 2-2 or a 3-3 game that goes in overtime. I don't know what the odds are on it, but I'll find it. And that's going to be my cheeky POD.
Okay.
With that said, Steak, we've recapped NBA. We talked about the games tonight. We talked NHL. I believe it might be time to get into baseball.
Let's get it.
So I've been having a pretty good season. When I pulled up my Pickett performance center and saw I was up 17 units, I was like, wow, that's great. That's good. That's grand. But in the effort of being transparent, let me also just show you that as soon as I glaze myself, I can't fucking win. Now, thankfully, not losing a whole lot of money here. $53, $69, $63, $75, $98. Had a nice little 217 winning day. But this is a real problem. Sundays are always losers because that's when my golf wagers lose. Ever since I touted myself, I haven't been able to get hot and have a winning day. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red days, 1 green day. I got to start the week off in the green. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're gonna. How about that?
Love it. Thank you for the positivity. Didn't want it, need it. Now, getting into tonight, let's talk about the games, and then if we need to recap anything, we can.
Sure.
Couple of new series starting up. Looking forward to it. The first game is at 6:10 p.m. Eastern Standard. Thank you to baseball for respecting the East Coast. You hear that, Book-a-Chew? Not New York City, the East Coast. Thank you very much. Cleveland has Jose Cantillo, a lefty, going with a 3.46 ERA. They are minus 170, kind of a fat line, but also not really because the Angels are not very good. 165. Total is low in this one. It's 7.5. I don't see a pitcher for the Angels. The Angels stake are 4-6 in their last 10, but they did avoid the sweep in Toronto yesterday. I believe that they won that game 5-1 or 6-1.
They did.
Where would your money be if it were to be anywhere at all? The Guardians are 10-9 at home and they're 500 on the year.
I do think the Angels are going to nosedive. I think they're bad and they're going to lose a lot of games coming up. That's why when you say minus 175, it does look fat because I don't know if anybody would really want to lay minus 175 with the Guardians against anyone. They haven't been all that good either. But, man, they're definitely the side of this I lean towards.
So the Angels, this is kind of interesting. They lost 4 in a row. Then they won 3 in a row. Then they lost 3 in a row. Then they won 3 in a row. Now, I'm sorry, not the Angels, the Guardians. The Guardians have been going up and down and up and down and up and down. They can't really figure themselves out. You want to know what I think, Steak?
What?
I think this is an obvious get right spot.
For the Guardians?
Yep.
I just don't know if the Guardians have those. I just don't think anybody likes the Guardians to lay that big of a number with them.
Counterpoint, people don't like the Angels enough to where I think the Guardians off a loss, that's not really that big of a number.
Really? I would disagree.
Okay. I kind of think the Angels are a plus price that's nasty, and I kind of want to bet.
Okay. Well, you've been on it with the plus prices. Go ahead.
That's true. If I have been hitting anything, it is the underdogs. Okay. Pickett, by the way, for what it's worth, loves this under. 78% of the bets, 81% of the money. Mike Trout home run plus 510 is most popular bet, according to Pickett. Wow, plus 510 for Mike Trout to hit home run?
Donation.
That's not happening. happening. It's not happening. All right. Good series coming up here with the Yankees and the Orioles. The Orioles, unfortunately, Goots, your Muffs. They're 18-23. It's not very good. They're 10-11 at home. It's not very good. And they're 3-7 in their last 10. It's not very good. I think what we have here, if we connect all the dots, is a Baltimore Orioles team that is just not very good. Now, they're hosting the New York Yankees. Weathers is going to be pitching. He's a lefty with a 3 ERA against B. Young, righty with a 4.5 ERA. The Yankees are 12-9 on the road. They are 26-15 overall. It's great. But they are coming off of a series stake where they got swept against the Milwaukee Brewers. And our guy, Jacob Mizorowski, who we faded, might be pretty fucking for real. The Yankees on the road in Baltimore, minus 155. Total at 9.
Are you at all thinking what I'm thinking? Yankees just got swept. Now they get to go play the shitty Baltimore Orioles.
Ooh. So I want to get that nasty with the Angels for that reason, kind of, and you want to get nasty for the Orioles, but it's way nastier to fade the Yankees.
And it's also has a reason. The Yankees just got swept. I don't know what your reasoning is for Angels Guardians.
Well, the Guardians just lost a series. They lost back-to-back games against the Twins. Now they get the Angels at home.
Yeah, no one said nothing about losing back-to-back games. It's if you get swept, you fade them in their first game in the next series.
It's true. That is a system I played last year.
Yeah, it's the Orioles.
I fucking hate the Orioles.
It just is, man. It just is.
All right, I got one for you. I got to play for you.
Sure.
I like the over. I wrote an article yesterday on the Book It Sports website. I hope you guys read it.
Yeah, I did.
You. I hope you guys read it. I hope you did not tail it. I tried to be a Snatner, and I tried to dive in, and I came away with 3 plays. I came away with the Washington Nationals money line. I came away with over 5.5 hits for Sandy Alcantara and over 2.5 earned runs. He allowed 5 hits, 2 earned runs, and the Washington Nationals did not win the game. So those went 0 for 3. Okay. The other thing I was going to do if I did not hone in on that one game and go stat nerd was just going to give you my best bets. And my best bet, my second best bet, would have been the over in the Orioles-A's game. I also saw Peter Apple, who I think is a pretty smart dude, was on that over as well. And I thought, I wonder if I should just jump in. But no, I didn't. I stayed off of it. Final score, 2-1. Where am I going with this? I like to go back to a total after you got burned. Hypothetically, I would have been in on that over. It would have made the article. I would have been on it. I probably would have been in on it a full unit where I've been betting 0.5, 0.75 units. I'm going to go back to it in Baltimore. Now we're going to get runs.
No problem with that at all.
Yep. You're also on that over. KP, yep. You're going to be on the first 5 over. Runs and runs early. Interesting. I don't really know what the bullpen situation is, but I'll just go ahead and go full game. All right. Let's go to Toronto. Good series here. Toronto, minus 120. Gosman on the bump, and the Tampa Bay Rays come walking in with their 26-13. I believe that is the best record in the AL. 8-2 in their last 10. And a team that just finds ways to win. Should have been a 4-game series in Boston where they probably would have split, but one game got canceled or postponed rather, and they won 2 of 3. I don't know the last time the Rays have lost a series. Actually, I can pull it up right here. It was at Pittsburgh. Shout out Rav. So now they go into Toronto. I'm a little bit nervous. Rasmussen's pitching against Gosman. Toronto's minus 120. It looks like a lot of respect. Steak, what do you think?
I'm not fading the Rays. I stand by it. It's still been really good advice. I think I've been saying it for a week or two now. I will hard pass. They get no respect. I guess this is a little bit of respect. Rasmussen and Gosman, and Toronto's a short favorite, but hard pass on fading the Rays. I won't be doing it. Okamoto, hot dude. He's really good.
Is he?
Yeah, he's really good.
I like what TC said about the series prices, and that actually has me thinking. I want to go look at the series odds because we did that before, and one of them was really telling. Do you remember that? It was like the Tigers were like minus 230 to win the series against the Marlins, and they swept them. And you were like, man, the Tigers being minus 230 against anyone is crazy with how bad they've been playing.
Yes, I do remember that.
So the Guardians are minus 170 to beat the Angels. That's light. The Yankees are minus 185 to beat the Orioles.
Yeah. Well, I'd fuck around with the Orioles winning that series.
Toronto is minus 130 to win the series against the Rays. Oh, no.
They don't get any respect, dude. Who cares? They haven't been getting respect all year long.
I guess you're right. Rasmussen, by the way, is coming off of a game against Toronto. So he just pitched against them. It was not one of his better games. He allowed 7 hits, 3 earned runs, but he did have 5 Ks. He went over his K prop. So, yeah, this is not going to be a good matchup today for the second time for the Blue Jays seeing Rasmussen in a week. But you're not going to fade the Rays.
Not going to fade the Rays. Fuck no.
Respect that. Ugly over in this game. Both pitchers respected. Total Slayer, yeah, last time they played it was 4-3. All right, let's go to Texas. Evaldi's on the bump. The Rangers are minus 125. And the D-backs come in with Soroka. He's got a 4.14 ERA. They're 19-20, 3-7 in their last 10. Not a very good D-backs team this year. Let's see what the series price is in this one. The Rangers are minus 170 to win this series. D-backs are 7-11 on the road. Texas is 500 at home. Any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think Soroka's last game was that 1-0 game with Skeens, right?
I'll find out right now.
I'm pretty sure that it was. And if that is that, I will keep it real simple. I'll take him to get touched up here.
You are correct.
I'll take him to get touched up here. Like Rangers money line or Rangers team total over, one or the other.
Dude.
Evan Carter home run.
5 games in a row for the D-backs have gone under. Their offense has been bad. 0, 2, 1, 2. They finally just scored 5.
I'll take him to get touched up too. Give me the fucking over.
I love it. I'm tailing. You got
over Rangers. We're doing some stuff with this game. Sorry. Yeah, I got it.
You don't need to be sorry. Do you think it's interesting that the total is 7.5? Kind of low, isn't it?
I guess it's respect to how well these guys have been pitching.
I mean,
and the bats for either team aren't particularly hot.
That is true.
Backs haven't went over 7.5 in their last 5 games. Rangers have allowed 0 in back-to-back games to the Cubs, which is really impressive. The Cubs bats were piping hot.
I love this. This might be should I have an idea.
Yeah.
Sunday steak special.
All over?
Yep.
I knew you were going to say that. Sure, down. I got to find the old record. I got to dust off the old record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we do. We do. Hold on. Odds. No, for you. Go over. I don't know how to find it on the desktop for Pickett. I'll look after this. Maybe 10.5. Alt 10.5.
You're tripping, DC. Let's do 9.5. That should get us plus 200. That's what we're
tripping like a motherfucker. Nobody's tripped more in their life. All right. Love that. Absolutely love that. Let's go to Houston. You've got Mariah Lambert. I don't know who that is, actually, honestly.
Miranda Lambert, and that joke sucks.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Peter Lambert, 6'2", 208, 29 years old, from San Dimas, California. Probably a beautiful place to grow up. Good for him. He's coming off of 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs against the fucking Dodgers. I got to fade this guy.
Astros are just poop, man. Astros are poop.
Yeah, but the Mariners aren't much better. 4-6 in their last 10.
Just lost a series to the White Sox. Just saying.
Wow. Steak. After putting up 12 runs in game 1, they lost 6-1 and 2-1.
Yeah. That's just what the fuck we do, dude.
Is that more
in the South Side, dude? We don't have all that fluff at fucking Wrigley Field with all that bullshit. We're from the fucking South Side, dude. We get it out the mud. We don't have money. We don't have big contracts. We don't have good players. We just fucking get it out the mud, dude. White Sox.
Are you done? What are you up now betting them?
+4 something.
Look at you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Miss you.
I'm glad you didn't give it up. I've always believed in you.
I was never going to give it up, dude.
I know you were never going to give it up. Yeah, I'm going to go Mariners, probably team total over, and fade Peter Lambert off his 7-inning fucking performance. Get out of here with that shit. Last game of the night. We don't really bet Dodgers games, but Sasaki is.
There's only 6 games, so this one might have to talk about it.
Yep, they're going against the Giants. The Giants are pathetic, putrid, awful. I saw a tweet about their payroll. Oh my God, I don't even know who these guys are with their in their lineup and with their contracts. The Dodgers, though, this looks short. This looks very
Isn't
short.
Trevor McDonald like a bullpen guy? Pitched 7 innings this year. He's pitched 7 innings, but he's pitched pretty well.
This beats me. The Dodgers are minus 180. I see no reason why they shouldn't be more than that.
I mean, I 100% agree. And they just lost the series to the Braves.
Also, this total is at 9.5.
For Mookie's back. Sorry to cut you off, Mookie.
Two teams that aren't really scoring runs or going over very much. This is a high total for a guy like. Is this Sasaki's debut?
No, he has a 5.97 ERA, and he's pitched.
I'm sorry. Covers was not showing anything next to his name, and I'm like, wait a minute, why? There's only a no ERA if a guy's making his debut. That was stupid. I knew the guy pitched before.
Yay, lad's gonna stroke out.
Oh, I know. Give me a fucking break, yay, lads. It was a covers thing. Goddamn Canadians. Old man, what? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Dodgers score runs tonight. That's what I'm thinking. Oh man, I kind of like the over in a couple of games. Now that you mention it, I like it in Toronto. Like it in Baltimore. Like it in Tech. Oh, let's take the Salami.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Salami. You know what? I'm going to take the Salami heavy.
You know why that would be fun to do? Because I can't bet the no Grand Slam with only 6 games on the slate. So Salami is a good way to like scratch an itch, you know?
I know what I'm going to do.
We're collabing, though. We're collabing on the Salami and we're collabing on the all over for Rangers.
Yeah, that'll be our Sunday steak special. You might have to tweet it because I might tweet that No, actually, I can tweet it. It's fine. I might go heavy on the Salami. Okay, and I know the exact. I know the
meat
exact
on table, literally.
Yeah, you want to know what I might do? I'm down $423.90 on the month. I might put
$424 on it.
I might.
Ooh wee.
I might.
Ooh wee.
It's not even really a martingale. It's just putting all your chips in. I think we're getting runs today.
Isn't that a song? Ooh wee. You know what I'm talking about?
There's that wee like a cop car.
That's Lil Wayne. I'm talking about ooh wee. I think the song's called Ooh Wee, dude.
Ooh wee. No.
Damn. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send it to you. Saint Lunatics are coming to mind. Maybe Murphy Lee.
We've been talking about them a lot.
Yeah, I mean they just are really good, man.
They should be a sponsor. Not a 10-unit whale. Don't fade. Ooh wee, mama. Get even or get worse. Yep, need a Salami graphic. I think I have an idea.
We could dust off the old Salami graphic.
No, let's get a new graphic. There's a good graphics guy here at Book It Sports. Really good. I have an idea. We can get you and I are butchers, and we're serving salami. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And we're like the salami is like that's our bitch. Like we're making the salami our bitch.
Hold on. Pause. Everyone pause.
Oh,
he's
boy,
here.
He's
here. We're winked up, baby. Let's go.
Give him his glaze.
Winked up. That's why I love him, because he doesn't disrupt, dude. He's here. He says it once and then he leaves. He doesn't disrupt.
Okay.
It'd be different if he was like spamming that he's winked up. He just comes in one time, tells you he's winked up, and he leaves like a fucking gentleman. Winky, you're a gentleman.
Can you lean forward and talk again? Because it was the first time I heard you in your microphone. All.
Oh, Winky. I like Winky,
dude. Why? What, dude? You have a microphone.
Yeah, I have a microphone.
We're doing a show.
I think maybe I should do this. But I hold it up, hold it up.
You're just a really frustrating human being sometimes. You don't have to hold it up, Steak. You can leave it where it is.
You say that, but then what do I do?
Can you not drop it right there? Can you not drop your microphone right where it is? Okay. Why is your microphone like this? Honestly, the entire time you have had your microphone like this. What
is this the way to do it?
You know how to do it. Now you're just being stupid. I can't do this right now. I'm not 100%.
I would love to be eating fettuccine Alfredo right here, and then you can hear me chew and shit.
You must have fucked something up because now it sounds different.
Yeah.
You probably changed the the mode.
Damn. How about now?
Yep, that's better.
Okay, cool.
It's just absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I am gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose. This guy's a fucking microphone, and he takes it like this, and he puts it all the way away. So the whole time he talks like this, and he sits like this in his fucking chair.
If enough people want it, I'll do an ASMR stream.
It doesn't matter if they want it. You're doing a show. You need a camera. You need a microphone. You got a microphone. Talking to the microphone. You don't have to
bet with Bry, who I believe is our boy, no doubt or daddy. What do you call it? Rebranding. Sharp dude just gave out 5 subs. Thank you. Big Cheesy the goat reached a 20 stream streak. Rumor has it Napa hasn't been the same since Jeff visited. Go Giants, beat LA. You know what? That's enough for me right there to bet the Giants. The Yankees and the Dodgers are losing on Monday. I want to give Tristan Flita.
I want to give No Doubt or Daddy bets with Bry.
Bets with Bry. Let's go with Bry.
Bets with Bry. I want to give bets with Bry his flowers. He's been on fire. Now listen, please don't DM me your bets because I'm the DM mistake. I'm not the guy. But No Doubt or Daddy has been DMing us for a while. I haven't tailed a lot of them, but I have one winning day in May. I didn't really have a good look at the board, and he said, I think this was Friday when I was feeling like shit. He was like Reds.
Yeah,
wasn't it? I don't know. It was one day this weekend. He was like Reds. I said, okay, I'm in. Oh, another one. This fucking idiot Steak who's here but not here. It was. He goes Nationals money line, and you go, I'm in, but Jeff's not. And I go, Steak, they're on my fucking fake sharp sheet. That's one of my favorite plays.
I can't keep up with yours.
Keep up with anything. Anyways, it was great to be with you. I think that's it for today. The Grand Salami is.
Are you finding it somewhere?
No, I mean I'm gonna have to. Yeah, probably on the Green Book. Maybe I'll shop around a little bit.
Wrap up the wrist brace, buddy.
I think I will probably make it my largest wager of the year.
Largest wager of the year. Holy shit. You need to tease that right now.
4.24 units.
You need to tease that right now.
Not 50 units. Stop, don't fade. But in all seriousness, just a little bit of a recap. I like the Angels.
Sure.
I don't really like any other sides, and then I just like overs.
I like the Orioles and I like the Giants. I'm trying to think of what else. That's pretty much it for sides. And then yeah, I'm with you. Rangers alt total over for the Sunday Steak special.
So we'll get to work on that.
I really think you should do Thunder money line tonight, parlayed with the Knicks to win the East.
All right. Here is the one problem with that. If the Thunder lose, I'm going to have to bet the Knicks separately again.
Are you worried about the Thunder losing? Because you were pretty confident earlier.
I know I was, wasn't I?
Yeah. Now you're getting nervous.
Okay, so hold on. Wait. You sound great.
Thank you.
Can you get back into your normal position and bring the microphone closer to you? Yeah, like what's
the desk is making it hard, but I could try maybe a little one.
You can't like scoot the desk closer. You can't move the microphone.
The desk is big, dude. It's a big old desk.
Okay. We're hey, listen, we're making progress. You don't have to fiddle that thing.
You don't think so?
You got done pissing. Yeah, you don't have to keep doing this. Yeah, I gotta stay. You're gonna give me a fucking aneurysm. It's been a great stream. Thanks everybody for hanging out. You guys have a great day.
Did we recap?
Yeah, I like the Angels and I like the Grand Salami over. It's going to be one of my largest.
Okay, and what did you like in the NBA? And recap your hockey.
We'll go NBA first. I like the Cavs. You like the Pistons.
Yep. Cade Cunningham. One more time, Cade Cunningham, and then I stop.
I might go Donovan Mitchell again. By the way, I don't know if you listened to Part of My Take. I listened to a little bit of it this morning. I was at the gym stretching. Donovan Mitchell, he's 6'1". He has the wingspan, a 6'10" wingspan, and he has a size 17 shoe.
Never in my life did I know that Donovan Mitchell was 6'1". Never in my life.
You think he was taller or shorter?
Absolutely fucking taller. 100%.
Well, that's what they were saying is like he stopped growing. Like everything else was growing. He just stopped growing crazy. Anyways, yeah, you like the Pistons. I like the Cavs. If I had to give you a player, it's D. Mitch. Steak gives you Cade Cunningham one more time. Thunder Lakers. Steak's going to bet the Lakers. I glazed him for the first half money line. He's going to take the game money line. He says that LeBron's not going to get swept. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Oklahoma City's done with this series. They're going to win minus 490, whatever it is. Maybe I'll
be a man. Don't just get up here on your little talk show and say it. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Can I parlay it with something else?
Anything you want. I don't give a fuck what you
Oh,
parlay.
okay. Well, I
Yeah,
want to make the
anything.
Knicks. I want to make the Knicks separate. I think.
Okay, because I was trying to just find a way for you to get the Knicks to be free.
Or you mean even money?
Free.
I never said the Knicks were free. To be fair,
I'm trying to make them free for you.
that's not making them free. They're still not free if they're parlay with the Thunder. I'm saying the Thunder are free.
Okay, yeah. Whatever, man. You're just
What if I do? What if I do a Cavs money line, Thunder money line parlay?
Cavs, Thunder, money line. Yeah, it sounds like a good time.
It's not that good of a time, but
Because
yeah,
it'll be cool because the Cavs will lose, and then you don't even have to. You can go to bed and not have to worry about the Thunder game. That's pretty much the best way to make the Thunder not free.
good full fade. Yeah, okay, pal. The last thing I will say is for the NHL, you like the Wild tonight plus 120.
Oh, I like the Wild, buddy.
I like this game to go to overtime. That's going to be my play. And honestly, I would say I don't know if there's a Yap today. I don't know what the fuck is the Yap schedule.
Well, Rav is at a wedding, his sister's wedding or something in Chicago, and then Trent was at the celebrity. Whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like the Yap is definitely back today. The question is,
There is a Yap.
is there a BTL, Goots?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay, perfect.
So, I'm you know what, I might go back to Brock Faber. I like that guy. I might just take him to have a point.
What's the odds on overtime?
I don't know.
I'm 100% tailing you on overtime.
Okay, if you can't get it in, I'll put it in for you. I probably could just go find it on a blue book right now, but I'll do it a little bit later. Anyways, everybody stick around. It's solid 2 hours from us. You're welcome. You're welcome, fans. You know, when everybody posts those graphs or the memes, graphics, whatever.
Thank you, fans.
Season over, says thank you, fans. We're every when we're done, we need to get a graphic made. We'll say you're welcome, fans, because everybody else is saying thank you. You're welcome, fans. Thank you, John Q. Thank you, everybody. Jeff Sunday account just got flagged. Oh no, did it really? Why did my account just get flagged? What is he talking about?
You got gootsed?
Is that what he's talking about?
What happened?
No, flagged is not. Flagged is something else.
I got flagged for something. I forget what it was.
What did flag? What does that mean?
Yeah,
Exclusive. Diana Rossini
Don't
wraps her
believe
arm
until we
around.
figure it out.
Diana Rossini wraps her arms around Mike Vrabel during a 2022 Super Bowl party. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, I thought we were trying to figure out why you got flagged. I don't get.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. So for now, I'm in here. All right.
Goodbye.
That's the show. Bye, guys.